Hello, hello, hello. It's it's been a long ass day. Thought we were over the stupid heat wave, and suddenly it's like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna pretend that it's 100 degrees today because why not? Also, there I hear thunder. Yeah, the characters are done. I'm on the background now of this. I finished the characters. Nope, too late. It's on the internet forever. It's a good thing that I don't have like the chat overlay where the Twitch chat shows up in the video too. To be fair, I have not actually colored any of Dave's skin yet, so we don't know what skin tone he'll have. Who the fuck are you, and why are you pulling up in front of my house? Go away. No, but the characters are all finished in this, and I had to work on the background, and it was last night. I had no focus, and tonight's probably not going to go on for too long either because I am drained from the heat and the humidity, mostly the humidity. But what happens when you work in a factory? Yeah, that's right. You better leave. I had a hot pocket. That was what I had for dinner. Like, okay, like roast chicken, grilled chicken, chicken nuggets. You got that like whole ass rotisserie setup going. Bone in or or boneless? Because that's one of those. I'm weird. I can't eat like chicken on the bone. Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. More meat is better. Uh, just like I'm like I won't eat boneless, or I won't eat like chicken wings with the bone because I'm like, why? What is the whole ass point of this? It's like a nibble of chicken. Ugh. The humidity just has a way of like sitting in your chest, and it is so fucking unpleasant. Uh, I don't know. I haven't. In theory, rain. In theory, it's supposed to rain all the way till Friday morning. But I would enjoy that, so it's not gonna happen. And I think it's supposed to be marginally cooler. So that's probably a lie too. Because that's pretty much how I assume the weather's gonna go. But if it's not nearly as like brutally hot, then I at least have a better chance of having more energy by the time I get home to power through some more of these drawings. Mm. Is it like sick or like allergy sick? or is it a you're pushing yourself too hard and your body's like rebelling? Because I've been like allergy sick for ah I've the humidity aggravates the allergies. So yeah, drink like electrolytes, Gatorade. Make sure you stay hydrated. Uh, Probably breads would help absorb some of that. But like just plain like saltines or something. Eh, that's like medication. I will never. Let me. Very rarely will I like default to, oh yeah, just take this medicine. I hate medicine with a passion, and it's usually I will usually only take like ibuprofen uh when I actually am in the middle of a migraine. Any other time I just kind of try and power through. So do as I say, not as I do. It's usually my advice is, yeah, I'll give you better advice than I actually follow myself. Mm. Okay, so if it's like the tablets, I guess that's a little better. I mean, like I can take like the Dayquil like capsules. I have no issue taking medication like physically. I just like refuse to it's along the same vein of refusing to actually go see doctors. I'll go when there's like actual long lasting pain where it's, oh yeah, no, something may actually be a problem and I should probably get that checked out. But unless I see bones sticking out, I don't care, which has never happened. So, Okay. Hey, Mimi. How's it going? I don't know. How are these trees looking? Sky. And then I'll do the grass. And this one is done. So I figured I'd move on to the sky, then do the grass, and then this one's done. Uh, yeah, no, just the general weather has sort of taken all of my energy reserves today. So this is probably not going to be a crazy long stream. Uh, honestly, I'll be surprised if I make it to 2 hours. I'm certainly trying. When I do like projects like this, I don't want to be the reason that like it falls behind or like misses a deadline. So I have a tendency to put like immense amount of pressure on myself. Um, I did get my other sketchbooks uh, for the Super Ordinary Heroes. Um, so I got that Amazon package today. So I at least have something to work on while I'm at work. I put imaginary deadlines on myself, okay? Just like I'm my own worst critic, I hold myself to seemingly impossible standards sometimes. Yeah, we seem to have a lot of similar quirks, coping mechanisms. Yeah, yeah, I definitely get that way sometimes, and I'm like, the hardest thing is to let something be good enough. Because the other problem is like, I'll be looking at these and I'm like, oh, but normally I have a bunch of like the clear blender pencils where you wouldn't see any of these whites, like the texture of the paper that would be completely gone. Um, but that's not really the style that I'm going for here. I want the texture of the paper to almost give it that like sketchy, sketched vibe. So I'm trying to find a good mix between, you know, doing my best, but also moving at a reasonable pace. Also, working with the like slightly more textured paper lets me not use a ton of pressure on the pencils, except when I'm trying to do like, I guess shading would be the correct terminology. Um, which in theory allows me to prolong the life of each pencil and also not be like killing my hand by trying to hold it down and like press it super hard. I apologize for not being as engaging as I normally am, but I am very much drained. Oh, rates are important. Acceptable, I suppose. Since when does that need a scroll? Guess I'll have to look into where to get the scrolls. Whatever. Hmm. Oh. I cannot stop yawning. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. Because this is 19? Yeah, this is page 19. So I'm trying the goal tonight, if at all possible, is to finish 19 and 20. So then we can say we are 2/3 done. Okay. To be scanned later. Next. More rates. This is the hello, Ranger Simon. Everything's safe. AKA, hello, Ranger Simon. I have fixed your problems. Oof. This is not quite a, although it might be. Yeah, no, this is. Yeah, this is very much Dave going, hey. Appreciate it. I will continue to bitch about it, though. I acknowledge that you appreciate my efforts, but you will hear about it for pretty much ever. And again, can I set them on fire? Because that's pretty much how I usually deal with people. See, but if Dave's not in the book, that means I can set the characters on fire. That's how this works. So you think. It might be Fireman Bob at that point. I also like how you're expecting me to like remember what colors I used for which characters. That's what you think. Yeah, sure. Listen. What? No, I don't have them written. I have my character, my color list. The firefighter, like Dave, I haven't written down. This is what I was doing, so I could actually see what uh colors were. Didn't you realize you were supposed to be taking notes anytime I'm mumbling colors under my breath? Were you not doing that? Yeah, but you're the author, as in the one who writes things down. You're supposed to write down anything that needs to be written down. That's supposed to be your job. That's how this works. Otherwise, we'll just end up having a bunch of like hieroglyphics. Which is probably only slightly a problem. Um, Okay, that's good. What do they want with it? Just the image itself? No, okay. So like a poster basically. It's pretty cool. I mean, he can't necessarily say my neck of the woods. Remember, the U.S. is very big. Okay, well, I'll tell you straight up that uh, it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper to either get it printed and shipped in like a mailing tube and then have it like mounted here, or to sell them like a copy of the digital file and let them print it however the hell they want. Because it is a pain to ship fragile frames. Yeah, especially not overseas. Um, Gotta shift slightly. Oh, Dad's home. Let's see, who do I want to deal with first? I guess we'll deal with Dave first. Oh, apparently. Probably my favorite color so far. Areas. I'll definitely have to go over the outline again. But yeah. Over for tank. Now you get to be this one. What color? Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. At this point, I can remove the sketch. Taped on the color everything and then go over the outlines all at once, because that would make more sense. Logic has no place here. Okay. Now I can do the going over the outline. No, probably not. The fucking name. It's not. It's lying to me. The reason the timer got screwed up is because the boss was dead when I initially hit the command to attack again. Nope, that's the wrong pen. Okay. The area is safe. Thanks. Now pay me. Why am I paying you? You literally did your job and called me in. Yeah, but I'm letting you be part of this story. Blah, 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 blah. This is what happens when I get, like, overtired. And we're sure that I can't, like, add additional text to tell the story my way, right? Yeah. I don't think you like explicitly said what you were looking for, but yes, it did make me giggle. You know what I think would be fun to like write, kind of like illustrate, not like full page illustrations, but like the little like pictures above the text would be like children's stories for adults, where it would take the lessons that normally are taught in kids, or it's like all the common sense type things, like, oh, when you pour a nice cup of coffee in the morning, make sure that the travel mug lid is screwed on tight because it's very hot. Don't spill it, you fucking asshole. But like, you know, make it very clear that it's like a parody of a kid's book with like the lessons. I just think something like that would be fun, because then it would be like, oh yes, I can be exactly. Don't open the lid in a moving vehicle. But like all of those common sense type things, I just think it would be like amusing to, basically call humanity out. Oh yeah, use the really patronizing language. And obviously on the front cover it's adults only. This is not a kid's book. Have it be like a warning sign or something. Not for kids and other warning labels you don't read. There's the title. Don't put the fork in the microwave. Metal doesn't like being superheated. It will cause sparks and set things on fire. And just have it be like 3-page like stories, or even like comic strip style. I'm gonna start another Google Drive or Google Doc, Google folder, whatever. Um, not for kids, not safe for kids, and other warning signs you don't read. Yeah, and any metallic thing. Uh, Don't leave. make sure your ramen has water in it before. You know, when the only ingredient you need to add is water, don't forget the water. But yeah, this way we can keep a running list of like the stupidity that we come across. If you open a door, close it behind you. Or, you know, just if you find a funny warning label. Oh, we have packages of like peanuts that say may contain nuts on them. It's like, really? Who'da thunk it? So, okay, we're gonna go back and forth and brainstorm titles right now. Because right now I'm leaning towards not safe for kids and other warnings you won't that's not good. You shouldn't make sudden like right turns. No, that's a flat tire. Is that a flat tire or is that broken suspension? I don't know. Anyways, um so what do you think as the like subtitle of, not safe for kids and warnings you won't heed? Maybe something like that. Because I don't want it to just be like, cautions content may be hot uh on like a coffee cup, but like the stupid common sense things that people just disregard. The whole like animal related things uh could be a whole book on its own. Do not try and pet the wild animals. They are wild animals. Yes, the moose looks pretty. Yes, the moose will kill you without a second thought. We can have a just for men's edition. When a woman is having a freak out, do not tell her to relax or calm down. Let her have her tantrum, and then she'll get over it. There are a lot of like snarky like quips that can be turned into this sort of series, and this will be my series where it's just basically an excuse to be sassy and snarky and call it call everybody out. We'll see how many ideas you come up with. Maybe, maybe if you're lucky, I'll include your name as, co-author. However, I have to see if you can keep up with my level of snark. Did your chicken ever finish cooking? Fair enough. Uh, oh, one of the other things that can be in the common sense book is icy hot is not lube. Neither is Vicks Vapor Rub. Listen, if you need to go to sleep, go to sleep. I'm gonna finish this page, and that's where I'm gonna call it for tonight. Because I don't have the like energy for a 4-hour stream right now. It looks like a fucking piece of broccoli. But if you need to bounce early, go for it. I do appreciate you coming and hanging out, but you don't have to feel like you need to make all of my streams. I do understand that it is extremely late for you. Okay. But like sleeping until 10 a.m. is great. What time do you actually end up falling asleep? Because if you don't fall asleep till 6, it's only 4 hours. Okay. I mean, it's obviously not the quote unquote ideal, but I'm not really one to talk considering I usually survive on 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. Yeah. What I've done in the past, if like my sleep schedule is like completely and utter fucked, um I will purposely stay up for like 24 hours or until the point when I want to like reset my sleep cycle to. And I will like hype myself up on caffeine and, sugar to the point where I time my crash, if that makes sense. Mm. Yeah, I could understand how that could get to be a lot. Mm. Yeah. No, I can understand that. So 8 years ago, my grandpa passed away, but it was like the day before I moved back uh to New York, and it was also like the week leading up to my birthday. So I never really had that proper period to just grieve uh because I had to be the strong one for everybody else. And it also kind of like tainted my birthday, the whole deal. Um and then recently I was over with grandma, and uh a phone call went to the voice message, and she hadn't changed the voice message since he recorded it. So that was like the first time I've heard his voice in years. So that basically, like, hearing that answering machine kick in stopped me mid like sentence, and I just started bawling. So I get it. Maybe not to the same extent, but I definitely can at least relate. Those trees are starting to look like trees. And I've said it pretty much every time I'm streaming while I am doing this drawing. Having the camera like literally lets me take a step back to make sure that things actually, well, yes, I'm looking at it here and it might not look how I need it to. Uh Being able to look at it from the slightly zoomed perspective lets me know if it, oh, it does actually look like I'm trying to get it to look, because otherwise I'll just keep being like, no, I gotta tweak this, I gotta tweak that. It's not perfect. I hate it. It's ugly. Giving power to the voices. Yeah, okay. Mm. No, but frustration still can be, you know, a lot to deal with. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The fuck you mean I don't own that ball? Mm-hmm. One more bush, and then extra shadows around the bushes. Then I do the grass and the sky. That's not what I wanted to do. Open. Almost done. I'm like pressing it so this pencil lasts. I have another pencil that'll work. It's just not gonna, when they're like side by side, I at the very least can tell the difference. I don't know if anybody else will be able to. Uh, I'm not sure when my order of pencils is shipping. No, no, you're good. I've just been rambling. Um, mostly talking about how this is the last of the grass color that I have. Uh, but yeah, on this image, I just have the sky left, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. I hear some very nice thunder going on outside. And I'm not 100% sure. Um, oh, so the next time I'm streaming is gonna be my Friday, like evening. But I'll be around and working on them. Uh, and I'm just hoping that I get my pencils. The plan depends on when my order ships. Uh, if I get the pencils real quick, then no interruption, and I continue doing what I can when I actually get a chance to like escape up to my room for the night. Um, if I don't get the pencils, I might have to go haunt a different craft store to see if they have the colors that I'm looking for. In the meantime, I'm gonna continue slowly but surely working on these last 10 drawings after this. And honestly, it depends on the weather. Like, as cliche as that sounds, if I am absolutely drained from work, I don't want to try and work on this and end up getting like frustrated and screw something up because I was trying to rush through something. So I want to make sure like I have enough energy to give this the effort it deserves. Um, but what, with 10 drawings left, uh, I'm at the track on Saturday. But since it's supposed to be kind of rainy these next couple of days, in theory, that means it won't be so oppressively humid. And maybe I'll have more energy and I can bang out like a couple of these before I stream again. That was lightning I saw a hint of. Fantastic. On that note, So that brings the total of finished pages to 20. I will scan these 2 pages in, and we are officially 2/3 of the way done with this. And technically, in the grand scheme of things, we're more than that because we have the front cover, the illustrations for that done. Here, let me. Oh, this one. We have 2/3 of the interior pages done, but we have the activities page done. We have the back cover. We have at least the idea of what image we want to go in the photo on the very last page. So no, we are chugging along, steady pace, and it's only going to get easier because like the next book, even if it is also 30 pages, there's going to probably be like 5 pages that we can reuse. So it'll go quicker as I can reuse a pose from a sketch instead of having to completely redraw it from scratch. So it's just this first one where we're trying to we're doing everything, and then I'll know, oh, okay, these are the colors I'm gonna need. Let me order them now or acquire them now to get ahead of it. I'm pretty sure I have like a fucking dust or something in my eye. Anyways, I'm gonna wait the like 20 seconds for this battle to happen so I can fight it. I'm gonna snooze the ad. Hello, battle. Let's fight. Let's go. There we go. Okay. So on that note, thank you for everybody who swung by, hanging out. We finished our 2 pages and page and a half. So I had 1/2 done, and hopefully the weather will cooperate. So I'll be able to have a better, longer stream on Friday. And maybe in the future, I'll look into like streaming for maybe a shorter amount of time, but like add another day or something. But we will figure that out in the future. If you enjoy what you're watching, leave a follow. Check out if you want to support the stream but don't want to do the subscription on Twitch. You can check out the throne in the bio and in the extension below the video. But yeah. So on that note, peace out. See you next time. Bye-bye.